I'm with the very beautiful Colleen from Zaxcom. This is always one of my favourite interviews.
Thank you, Simon.
And I gather the little soldering elves and designing elves at Zaxcom have had a very busy summer.
They've had an exceptionally busy summer and year, yes.
And obviously the thing that a lot of people have been talking about is the Diva 24.
Yes.
Which is now a reality.
It's officially in beta this week. I'm very proud and happy to say. And I've got one here at the show to show you guys. Should we just dive in?
Dive in.
All right, so it's got 16 analog inputs. I'll pick this up and show you guys. We've got 6 full-size XLRs, mic line, an additional 6 inputs, also mic line on TA5. And then the last 4 are just line only. We've got all of our AES I/O on this side. We've got, just because I'm here, I'll show you time code in and out. We record on a solid state hard drive as well as 2 compact flash cards. Over here, we've got the control surface, the Mix 16, that'll be coming out soon. This also connects to an Oasis. RX12 can connect directly to it, and USB devices. I'm sure keyboard, other things. Yeah, exactly. I'll show you this side. We went over that briefly, but we've got all the normal stuff, outputs. We've got a redundant power input, so just in case one fails, it's going to automatically switch to the other. Power out to connect to something else. You'll notice that there are these different screws on both sides. The front of this unit actually comes off, so you can, I've got one on the side already pulled off, so you can actually have the Diva itself buried into a sound card or in a backpack and just use the front piece on its own to do all of your remotes, and you've still got your headphone ports and your power, of course. It's just a separate option. It gives you the plate for this, a plate for there, and your cable.
That's a very cool trick to be able to just, I mean, even on a cart, to put that front panel right where you need it and put all the brains
somewhere. Definitely. Hide them somewhere. We always keep the brains hidden. The touch screen's back, by the way. It's long awaited on the old Diva, on the old Fusion. So yeah, you can go through any menu you want with the touch of a button, so to say.
I think there are mixers punching the air over that because it was always one of the best features of the Diva 345.
Yeah. You just do anything so instant. It's really a wonderful thing. So I'll just show you a few of the menus if you want. Like we can go into fader assign, where you're assigning your front faders. You can decide if you want them for input, whether they're trim pot, or whether you're doing Zaxnet. I should mention there is Zaxnet built into this. So if you do use Zaxcom digital wireless, or if you just want to use one of our ERXs as, say, just a time code, like a locket on your camera, you can do that and send your remote control and everything directly from here. Speaking of Zaxnet, we have a menu for the wireless. I showed you that USB port on the side for the RX12. So you can put the RX12 or the RX12 rack here. You can monitor all your receivers. You can even go into the menu. You can change the frequency on the left and right channel and what mode you're working in, whether you're in dual mode or single mode, which is really nice.
Options to come later on?
Dante.
Cool.
Dante is officially an option. Timeline, I don't exactly know, but it is something that you can put in yourself in the field or at your dealer.
It's on the slate, so it must be possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. But it doesn't stop just at the Diva 24. I mean, there's a whole bunch of new radio stuff as well.
There's so much new radio stuff. Why don't I show you guys the ZMT series, actually. Yep. This is our flagship, the ZMT3. It is, as you can see, exceptionally tiny and small. It's got our typical built-in backup recording on a micro SD card. It receives remote control commands via Zaxnet, and it also has NeverClip on it. So NeverClip extends the dynamic range of this unit to 128 dB, or is it 126? It's up there, it's high. So this is the regular ZMT3 for talent. Then next to it, I've got the ZMT3 Phantom. This is specifically made for boom use. It's got 12 or 48 volt phantom power. You'd use just a little cable from the LEMO to an XLR connector. It's got the built-in backup recording. It's got the ability to be controlled via Zaxnet. And the nice thing about this is it has QC audio. So what that does is it transmits a 2.4 gigahertz signal. So you can check, the boom op can be using this and monitoring the audio at the same time with one of our ERXs.
Right.
Which is nice because that's working on 2.4 and the wireless transmission is going through UHF.
Clever.
And then the third member of the family is the ZMT3HM, which stands for hand mic. We designed this for use, mostly for ENG use. So you'd put it on the bottom of like a regular ENG microphone, or you could use it as a plant mic maybe. The antenna, there's no external antenna. It's built right into the unit. So your range isn't going to be as great as the Phantom. That's why we recommend this for more line of sight and short distance operation. Of course, I've got the ZFR version of the ZMT3, so it's basically the transmitter without the transmitter. It's a small mini built-in backup recording that you can take absolutely anywhere. I should mention that the nice thing about our transmitters is you can turn the transmitter completely off. So say you are working in an airplane or a government building or something, you can absolutely turn this into this at any time.
That's quite cool. It leads me to think, why would you ever buy the version that doesn't have a transmitter in it? But I can see that there would be
Well, it costs a lot. It's half the price, and some people just don't need it. Like if you're, I don't know, doing action type things, like it's really a lot of extreme sports people use them. This is the brand new baby for the show.
Okay, and this is the one that no one knows about.
This is the one that no one knows about until this morning.
Okay.
So it is the ZMT3HH for handheld mic. And we made a mic, we tried to make a handheld that was different than anything out there on the market. So you'll notice there's this ring around the top. This actually has LEDs underneath. So you can light this up different colors, which is great if you want to give each microphone its own ID, or you just want to have a really pretty purple microphone. So it's I've got this Earthworks SR40V capsule on it. It's also compatible with any Shure capsule or anything with the same threading. I'm not going to unscrew this. The micro SD card is in here. This records. It's got Zaxnet built into it, of course. It runs on a single lithium. It's a 18650 battery that's in here. On the back, it blends in pretty well, but there's this user programmable button. So I'm guessing most people use this as a mute switch or something like that, or push to talk. On the bottom, you've got the buttons to navigate through the OLED display, but you'll also notice this rubber piece. If you're in a situation where there's no RF or you just want to have a wired mic, it's both wireless and wired at the same time, which is pretty cool.
That's a very cool trick that it can work on a cable or by wireless.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to get my head around the delay in that, but I'm sure it's a number and you just deal with it.
Yeah, like anything else.
Clever stuff, and that's unique. There's no other, I can't think of any other microphone in the world that does
No other microphone in the world does it.
You've heard it here first, folks. So what about batteries for some of these?
I'll show you the battery for this. It's a lithium ion. It's a 18650, and you're gonna get up to 14 hours, depending on what modes you're using it. If you're using the light up ring, it'll be less, of course. And if you're going crazy with Zaxnet, it'll be a little less, but this is a really powerful battery.
And the other question I wanted to ask about the handheld is that I'm guessing that's never clip as well.
Yes, it is never clip. 126 dB dynamic range on this one, I believe. Oh, and the antenna's built in, which is also nice. So you've got nothing hanging out the bottom.
It's a very neat unit, and it's a nice, I quite like it.
It feels good. And the light up ring is optional, of course. You can use it, you don't have to.
And you can turn it off.
Right, exactly. And I mentioned that it's compatible with Shure capsules, any of the same threading.
Absolutely. And then the other ZMTs, what's the power situation for that? Is that NP50s or whatever they're called?
These are the NP50s. It's, let me show you. Yeah, actually, I have a fake NP50 in here right now, but yeah, you get about 4 to 5 hours depending on your usage, the power output.
And I can confirm that. I've been using them for the last month, and they have worked flawlessly. and they have reliably done 4 hours and 20 minutes.
Okay.
In my experience.
Okay, excellent. The battery life on both the Phantom and the HM is going to vary because it's pulling
Because
from
they're
the
powering a
48
mic
volt
and all
power
that.
source. It's just going to be microphone dependent.
The elves have been very, very busy in
They have been.
Brompton Plains.
Yeah, they deserve some candy canes, whatever elves like to eat.
Rest, holiday.
Rest. I was going to say holiday, margarita.
Absolutely. Very good, margarita. That's a very good point to end the interview.
Okay.
Let's go for margaritas.
Sounds good, I'm in.
Thank you, Colleen, very much
Thank you so much,
indeed.
Simon.